Hello, and I'm hoping that you have a good day today. The majority of populations nowadays, especially young generations, seem to spend their time being antisocial, such as playing video games and interact on social media rather than going out and talk with a person. I'm very convinced this is a bad habit in this globalization era, and also, antisocial had been a crucial situation for all of us, and it will give us a big impact if we are not taking care of it. Diversification in antisocial behavior is seen up to the age of 20, followed by the gradual specialism in particular types of antisocial behavior, such as illicit use of drugs. I believe that snooker is a very good sport for people to spend their time during their spare time. And I'm here to share with you about three main points about why snooker is a very good sport for people. The first one will be the advantages of playing snooker. The second one will be the problem of people who are certain to spend their free time with activities. And the third one is how snooker can actually help to build a strong connection between people. Before we move to the first point, let me show you the video first. The video I just showed you just now is about me and my friends playing snooker. Do you ever wonder why we are participating in this kind of sport? So, the first point that I will share with you today is about the advantages of playing snooker. Playing snooker can be good for you to improve your social life. Snooker is a game that can be enjoyed by people of all ages, and there is nothing that can stop you from playing it anytime you want. Furthermore, when you play snooker, everyone has an equal chance to play while helping you keep your body and brain active. As a result, you will have a very good experience from playing snooker. It may also assist in the development of life skills. It was discovered that the snooker player does not panic easily in a crisis time, and they are more practical and rational in his style. To overcome the opponent, you must be ahead, and also you need to make a very accurate calculations about the right angle in order for you to putt the ball. Snooker is a game that requires a lot of concentration. If you lose a concentration even a second, the opponent will be able to use it against you. In order to hit the ball straight, you need to have a good body posture. All of these need an extra focus and attention to be very detailed, which helps in the sharpening of your minds and development of your concentration. This demonstrate helps you to build the habit of concentrating your daily tasks as well. Even though I have already told you about the advantages of playing snooker, I'm very sure that there must be a challenges by people who are certain to spend their free time with activities. And also, I have already persuaded that snooker is a good sport for people. I'm sure there are a few people who are opposed to the topic that I have given. One of the reasons people who are opposed to the topic I have already mentioned is that they believe that participating in any activity would cost them a lot of money. Snooker would be less costly than you ever imagined. For example, snooker equipment such as the balls table, rack, cue, and chalk. The total amount for those equipment is about 5,000. You must believe that it is a large amount, but for me, it would be a good investment for you because all of those equipment would last at least 10 years. Many of those who had difficulty setting their schedule time also are the challenges to spend their free time during activities. Basically, snooker frames usually run about 20 to 30 minutes. Even though you are all given the same 24 hours a day, you are unable to spend an hour through beneficial activities such as snooker. This most definitely occurred when you were procrastinating over something. For example, if you have a lot of assignments to finish, you should consider to completing them as soon as possible after receiving the assignment so that other you will have spare time to do other things. The next explanation is most likely linked to the second reason because they both depend on yourself. Owing to a lack of energy, a few people are not involved in their spare time and they prefer to rest on their bed rather than doing anything. I completely agree that snooker is a sport that needs that mental strength rather than physical strength. The effect from the tightness after facing daily life, it could distract your concentration in order to win the frame. The particular reason for this circumstance is the most of people nowadays are not getting enough quality of sleep. To increase the quality of your sleep, go to bed at roughly the same time every night and also relax before going to sleep and keep your day busy. If you are still not convincing about snooker actually is a good sport for people, so my last point will be how snooker can help to build a strong connection between people. This is due to the fact that you can play snooker at the closest snooker center from your place. I have already mentioned that because of equipment is come with a large amount of money, but you have the choice of purchasing all of the equipment or rather than just coming to the snooker center and paying for how many hours you play with all of the equipment are already provided for you to use. As a result, when you arrive to the snooker center, the table basically arranged next to one another. When playing snooker, the border between you and the stranger next to you is close enough that you can actually strike out the conversation and also you can actually invite them to play for a fun competitive. Next, snooker is a well-known sport from all over the world, despite the fact that all of these fans are from different nations. Because of the sportsmanship, they can freely share their mind, their thoughts and opinions with one another. Last but not least, snooker is a very big community, which is snooker tournament will be held regularly. You also can involve with this community by attend the tournament as a spectator or a player. Besides, apart from playing it for fun, snooker is also taken seriously with World Snooker Championships that held annually. Ronnie O'Sullivan's hold the records for the most title world championship in the century. Even though he has those titles, he will still be able to join the small snooker centers that held by the small community. Now we are already at the end of this speech. I will conclude that you should always spend time doing something productive so that you do not fall into the bad habits such as smoking, taking the drugs, or anything that will lead you to the destruct of your life. Next, speak to everyone you meet, no matter he is older, they are older than you or younger than you, in order for you to improve your communication skills. You can also look after your mental health by speaking with someone face to face, and maybe you have a little problem, you should share it if it is necessary. So this is the crucial part. People misconception about snooker. When when they hear about snooker, they immediately assume of the negative aspect of the game. But all of you hear is all about the rumors that it isn't the truth. Snooker is a very classic sport that requires players to be very disciplined in all aspects of the game, from attire to gameplay. So I'm going to end this speech by saying thank you and Assalamualaikum.